The spoken poem.
That's my Last Duchess painted on the wall, looking as if she were alive. I call that piece a wonder now. Fra Pandolf's hands worked busily a day, and there she stands. Will't please you sit and look at her? I said Fra Pandolf by design, for never read strangers like you the pictured countenance, the depth and passion of its earnest glance. But to myself they turned, since none puts by the curtain I have drawn for you but I, and seemed as they would ask me, if they durst, how such a glance came there. So, not the first are you to turn and ask thus, Sir, 'twas not her husband's presence only, called that spot of joy into the Duchess's cheek. Perhaps Fra Pandolf chanced to say, her mantle laps over my lady's wrist too much, or paint must never hope to reproduce the faint half-flush that dies along her throat. Such stuff was courtesy, she thought, and cause enough for calling up that spot of joy. She had a heart, how shall I say, too soon made glad, too easily impressed. She liked whate'er she looked on, and her looks went everywhere. Sir, 'twas all one, my favour at her breast, the dropping of the daylight in the west, the bough of cherries some officious fool broke in the orchard for her, the white mule she rode with round the terrace, all and each would draw from her alike the approving speech, or blush at least. She thanked men, good but thanked somehow, I know not how, as if she ranked my gift of a 900-years-old name with anybody's gift. Who'd stoop to blame this sort of trifling? Even had you skill in speech, which I have not, to make your will quite clear to such an one, and say, just this or that in you disgusts me. Here you miss, or there exceed the mark. And if she let herself be lessoned so, nor plainly set her wits to yours, forsooth, and made excuse, e'en then would be some stooping, and I choose never to stoop. Oh, sir, she smiled no doubt, whene'er I passed her, but who passed without much the same smile? This grew. I gave commands. Then all smiles stopped together. There she stands as if alive. Will't please you rise? We'll meet the company below then. I repeat, the count your master's known munificence is ample warrant that no just pretence of mine for dowry will be disallowed, though his fair daughter's self, as I avowed at starting, is my object. Nay, we'll go together down, sir. Notice Neptune, though, taming a seahorse, thought a rarity, which Claus of Innsbruck cast in bronze for me.
Robert Browning, a major figure in Victorian poetry, crafted My Last Duchess in 1842. The dramatic monologue reflects the era's fascination with psychology and moral ambiguity. Browning was influenced by Renaissance Italy, especially stories of powerful, enigmatic figures like Alfonso II, Duke of Ferrara, which was the poem's inspiration. Understanding Browning's context helps us see why this poem brims with themes of power, art, and secrecy. The poem centers on a duke showing a visitor a portrait of his late wife, subtly revealing the story of her demise. The poem explores themes of power, control, jealousy, and the objectification of women. Through the Duke's chilling narrative, Browning raises questions about authority, ego, and the consequences of unchecked pride. The enduring tension lies in what's said and unsaid behind the Duke's smooth surface. Browning's language is richly evocative, employing irony and ambiguity to keep readers guessing at the Duke's true nature. Literary devices abound. The use of dramatic monologue immerses us in the Duke's perspective, while enjambment mimics his unstable emotions. imagery, especially in phrases like the faint half flush that dies along her throat, reveals layers of meaning and discomfort. The Duke's careful word choices show how power can twist reality and memory. The poem is written as a single stanza of rhymed couplets in iambic pentameter, creating a tense, controlled rhythm that mirrors the Duke's desire to dominate. The poem's structure, with no stanza breaks, reflects the Duke's unbroken flow of speech that's both polished and unsettling. Enjambment pushes thoughts quickly from line to line, suggesting emotional instability beneath his composure. Browning's skillful control of form heightens the drama and suspense. Beneath the surface, Browning critiques the abuse of power and the dangers of treating people as possessions. The Duke's monologue not only reveals his cruelty, but challenges us to question societal norms regarding gender and authority. The poem's setting among history and aristocracy reinforces its meditation on appearance versus reality. Ultimately, it asks us to consider the cost of beauty, pride, and unchecked control.
The Spoken Poem. Please like this video and subscribe for more.